Hello dear friends all over Europe and in the United States. May I present you my associate Katarina, who is authorized signatory of City Tours Europe, and I am going to ask her about her personal feelings when she looks at the magnificent images which we are getting from Berlin and from many other places all over Europe. Katarina.
Hello.
Katarina, have you seen the images?
Yes, a lot of them.
What?
From all over Europe.
How do you feel about them?
I'm simply overwhelmed. I think none of us would have expected 7 days or 10 days ago when we started to launch the initiative Honk for Hope that it would make such a huge impact on the industry. We saw the US companies rolling for awareness to the capital of the USA. And today we saw a heavy load of coaches running to Berlin, raising awareness and honking for hope. I think it's just astonishing what coach companies are able to do during such a short period of time out of pure despair and hope.
Why do you think that so many European coach companies and coach associations adhered to our initiative so quickly?
Well, I think our motivation was that it is 5 to 12, literally. People are just desperate. There is no perspective. We've been standing for at least 3 months, many of us even longer if we have Asian customers who would not have come since the beginning of November, December, and now we do not see any movement within Europe. And even worse, we do not know when this will ever start again and under what conditions. But I think it's quite understandable that coach companies are desperately looking for solutions. They are looking for someone to talk to them. They are looking for someone to help them. We are losing money every day. Coach companies have huge investments. They have huge costs. And these costs keep on running, but buses do not. So I can understand why they are motivated to raise awareness.
People tell me, not all of them, but some, hey guys, you're just beggars who don't want to work. What would you answer to such a person?
I think it's sad. It's just sad if people come with prejudices and do not even know the story of the coach company. We're not begging. We're asking for someone to explain to us what they're expecting from us. I can only speak from Austria, for instance. 3 months ago, we were told, please stay at home, save lives, flatten the curve. We did. We stayed at home. But now no one keeps on telling us what to do. We do not know how long to wait. We do not know how long to keep waiting and keep investing, keeping up our businesses, keeping our employees, and when we will ever be able to start running and do what we love, work. We're not begging. We want to know when and how are we able to work again.
While I was mainly focused on the international aspects and campaign, you kept a close eye on Austria.
Yes.
Did you get any feedback from Austrian coach companies about our action day in Berlin and in all those other cities?
Yes, a lot of feedback, but not only from coach companies. I think what we need to highlight is that people feel it's a whole business branch being affected. It's not only coach companies, it's also tour guides, it's hotels, it's restaurants. Who's bringing tourists to restaurants all over the places? It's bus companies. Who's bringing tourists from airports to their hotels, to museum shops, to the shops in the first district, to Pandorf? It's always coach companies. So what I've been hearing from both coach companies and private people, from tourists, is that they highly appreciate that we try to raise awareness and find someone feeling responsible for us. What's really important is that in Austria, it's quite a mingle between different responsibilities. It's not only tourism, it's also transportation resorts. And what I've been hearing a lot is that they appreciate the effort of us trying to raise hope and bring people to listen to us.
You're a young woman. You have friends, young friends. Did you speak with them about our initiative?
Yes, I did. I think what I learned the most is that many who do not really engage in bus tourism, first of all, do not understand why is bus tourism so important. If you then look at the figures, what bus tourism as a whole branch brings to the national gross income of the country, and if you start to argue rationally about what is the impact and what is the contribution of the whole tourism sector into the country, then they start understanding, oh wow, maybe even me as a nail polisher, maybe even me as a technician, as a plumber, I could be affected, because if the restaurant, my neighbor, the restaurant owner, or if my neighbor, the hotel owner, starts having financial problems, I'm not being engaged. So it's not only a problem of me not being able to travel again with a bus company, it's also me having a problem that probably my employer will be affected, because it's a whole chain starting from the bus companies and tourism.
Back to your personal feelings. What would you hope as a result of today's Honk for Hope Action Day? What should happen in an ideal world?
Well, if I was to wish for something, I would wish that people start thinking about our problems, because what I fear the most is that they haven't even started to question what would be necessary to restart the business. I know it's a very difficult question, because you need to balance healthcare aspects and you need to balance economic aspects. But I would wish that they start bringing up programs which help us, and even not us as a company, but us as the business branch of bus companies, to come up with solution how to handle the losses we have incurred, and even more important, bring us back a perspective when and how we are able to restart the businesses. When and how are we able to invite tourists to our countries? When and how are we able to go cross-border on journeys? I hope that someone starts questioning these aspects and offering solutions.
Did you honk with us today?
Sure I did.
Thank you. Thank you for your opinion. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.